but they would slaughter as well. And then Barabwali Pudi.
Mamela.
Kopa Pudi respect. Kopa Pudi blessing.
Kopa Pudi million.
Yes, and Kopa Pudi. Plus now I grew up I was a very difficult to understand child. So the only thing I'd ask the Pudi is, can I stop stressing my parents? But they must understand what I want. You understand? And then
most of the time you read like a star sign, maybe on a particular day. I just feel like someone just thought of this shit and just wrote it. They know how someone in the world is going to relate to it. Because why does it not make sense to so many people? I know.
For example, I'm Cancerian. Cancerians are made to seem like a bunch of bitches. That all they just do is cry and feel. Like that's all we are made to. Yes, we can be in touch with our emotions, but I think we don't take shit as well. Like once you fuck.
If I feel like that interview that I have tomorrow is going to be a piece of shit of a job, I'm not going to that shit. Even if they can offer me 100 million, 100 million food from that piece of shit job. Karen, why are you laughing?
What the hell are you saying? I really wanna take you down, show you what I'm about. Take you down, party up, party up and down. Don't stop, go get it, ain't stop.
Why is
Baby,
that
gonna baby up in this room.
Yo. I can never do that one.
No time to waste. Girl, you know what we came to do. Whoa. We got all night to try and get it right, girl. Hope you're ready. No? Okay, sure. Welcome to it, guys. It's Global Streetz Live Podcast. My name is Karen Omteta. What's the number? So much the uncle from the ghetto doing big things in the city. To my left, there's absolutely nobody, but usually you'd find Khutiona. Mr. Lolwane or Loli. Lola. But to my left, actually to my right, which is going to be your left, got the man who I wish had a less ego. He goes by the name Lesego Tunes. And we affectionately call him Tiki Tiki Rar. And on other episodes, we call him Mr. Mazamula. Nandi? Come on, ones and twos.
I thought the
streets
something freaky. But
I mean, we can call you that, Zeddy.
Zed? The what? The what?
No, it's not change. It's work out and I come raw. Wait,
the what?
Uchila rarata attention is the white deep like fast. Beyond the camera, we got Kagiso. The only piece you know, or you will get from his name is he's a heartbreaker. It's a piece of your heart. And if you ask him for something, is highly likely to say?
Nah, man.
Nah, man. They call him Namani, we call him the Batman, and we also do call him the Dark Knight. How you doing, baby?
I'm good. How you, Carrie?
You know, it's easy, my knees, you know what I'm saying? And most importantly, man, we want to income and actually welcome the VVIP of every episode, which is you. And this is the part on every episode where Khiti does this. He does this. And I say, because every time I say, it's you, thank you so much for, and he says, yeah, literally, have you noticed on every episode, that's exactly what he does with his posture. But we actually want to appreciate you and show you so much love. We thank you so much. The subscribers are growing, the love is growing, and I feel like our digital footprint, not only in South Africa, but the world is growing. And a big shout out also goes to our streets. Streets Pulse Wave. Oh,
yes.
There we go. We have mixers. In case you don't know, that is our sister offering right here.
We mix tracks, not drinks.
We do that too, but on the podcast. If there's something about us, we will have paraffin and med lemon in a drink, and it will taste really good. But yeah, just make sure that you check that out. We drop out a mix every last week of the month, correct?
Last Friday of the month.
There we go. And so make sure that you do A for that, man. We throw all kinds of genres. So skatsaba, really select the Rishapa hip hop, Rishapa,
Mapiano,
Rishapa,
Kwaito,
Rishapa,
Household,
Rishapa.
hip hop.
But never your girl. One salokanya. We don't do GBV.
no, Ritam Shapalien.
That's why.
Right?
Sit your ass down.
I'm sitting my ass down.
All right, let's move. Oh, what a chaotic crew. This week is very much like any other, but if there's anything you know us, we are the kings and queens of specialty, and we always just want to go deep into certain conversations and just break them down and have fun with them and just have fun. And today we are actually exploring something that is less traveled, but which is currently having our peers in a chokehold. This thing that we're about to talk about actually has our peers in a chokehold. We want to explore it, and we actually want to know what you think about it. Don't forget to just stop the video, like it. Just please like the actual video. It's very important. I cannot explain.
Even if you comment my chimba.
Yeah, if you just comment and say lol.
When last did I hear my chip?
Obrigado. Okay, so we talk about numerology today.
Yes.
Right? So we just
Zodiac signs.
Zodiac signs, numerology, and we are in no way trying to impose it. We are just exploring it.
We also don't know, by the way.
Yes, we know nothing.
We're just figuring it out.
So if you're a chakrahan, we're not trying to step on anyone's toes. We are not trying to say, the views expressed here are what you must do. Hey.
We don't know.
There's other binkies we have, but it's not the TV.
Yeah?
Eh?
Huh?
Ah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Puma ne mic, izophilisishe futhi. So yeah, we're going straight into it. I really think, actually, let's start there. Do you guys, before we even explore it, do you believe in numerology? Let's start there.
I've seen a couple of videos like on TikTok.
And before you expand, including zodiac signs.
Or horoscope.
Okay.
So sometimes I do feel like they speak to me, but I feel like, most of the time you read like a star sign, maybe on a particular day. I just feel like someone just thought of this shit and just wrote it. They know who someone in the world is going to relate to it. Because why does it not make sense to so many people? I know who someone will read it and it makes sense to them. That's because they're living their life in a different way, and some of these things they relate to them. But I know, I don't know, but I'm thinking because it's supposed to come from how the moons are and whatever, and where what they are. So they will say, in this time you're supposed to feel like this because of whatever. But most of the time I'm thinking to myself, someone just sat down and they were like, okay, what can I say about this thing today? And then they just wrote, okay, this week, look out for your luck. You must play lotto because something is on the horizon.
Have you ever had a moment where you read a star sign and then you aligned with it so deeply that you felt like, what?
I think what Elegy is saying is that they're so broad that they can relate with you.
Even if you're not that zodiac sign, they generalize.
It's like when you really want something, you will look out for that portion of what you really like. That's why even we end up liking toxic people, because you like a certain trait of a person, but because that toxic person has it, then you'll feel like it's the perfect person for you. So I think zodiac signs are the same. Like they'll say, oh, he's loving. Fuck, everyone's loving. Even a toxic person is loving.
Why?
Oh, he's so strong and what. They're so giving. They have money coming their way. It's everything that we want. So I think more or less they will relate to a certain extent.
So,
do you?
Tough. That is such a tough question. I want to lie.
You can say sometimes.
But it's not a coronated answer. I want to tell the truth. And nothing but the truth. So help me God. I really feel... I don't want to plead the fifth, actually. I think it's complicated to explain, but not complicated once explained. I think I went through a phase where I felt like, wow, this thing is spot on. And I went through a phase, I was like, the fuck? This is not true, And when I opened up my mind to the possibility of it being so generalized that it might just hook everybody. And then I started being like, let me try to do like research on it. So I was the type of person who was so obsessed with these things that I would even search the meaning of angel numbers.
Shit.
And I would like life path numbers. So I'm a person who in my own space have done that. I've calculated them, checked out your birth charts and stuff like that. And when I went through those extreme research things, I used to find things, because you know what, for me to believe something is real, it needs to give me an answer I couldn't have found anywhere else. So give me, generally the scope around this is generalized, but give me something that is so tailored and so personal to me that I know no one else could have this. And I think I got more of my answers when I was researching like life path numbers and stuff like that. I was like, because I remember but it was years back. I think it was like maybe 5, 6, 7 years back. I can't remember. I explored my life path, and there was something about like, and you being, you likely being the last born is not a coincidence, because you are the one that's going to take care of your mom until the tomb. Or until their death years, which exactly is how my life played out.
Why do I relate with that?
I don't want you to relate. Oh shit, then that means this might be...
I am a last born, and I've spoken about my responsibilities.
And okay, this is me going off course a little, but isn't it also insane how people assume the last born is the more spoiled?
Exactly, that's the craziest thing. That's the craziest thing,
they will look after the
way.
parents till they're gone, and then they keep whatever's there.
Chances
Maybe
are...
you and I have the same number.
path.
Yeah. But we're going to find out.
But we... Guys, can I just say this? I've never said this on a GSL episode. I'm gonna get emotional.
Don't cry, man.
I am so proud of these guys. On a presenter level, you guys have come to swing. You guys are presenters now. Like, I'm sorry to go off course, but for me to just be in a space where these men did not want to do links. These men used to be so anxious about the thought of leading, and now they know how to engage with an audience and bring them back.
Thank you,
and
man.
now when I miss Q, he feels Q. What? Super proud. You guys have become presenters. You guys can now hear the silence in the air, and you can tell that it's dead air, and someone needs to. You aren't just. You are you as a presenter.
You need a tissue, dog.
You are a presenter.
We learn from the best.
Oh, man.
We're chilling with the gods.
Oh, crazy. So we're gonna go straight into it. Let's just not even waste any more time. So numerology, horoscopes, these are things that...
Which one do we start with?
I think we should start with horoscopes. Because when we go to numerology, that's more detailed, and that's where we're actually going to debunk everything and read through them and see, this I feel is a lie. So I think when we start with horoscopes, because that's what runs the world the most.
True.
So let's talk about the moments where you felt like your horoscope affirmed you more than anything else. Has it ever been on a general surface level, or have you just never connected with it?
You know, the ones that where they give you like your weekly or your daily, whatever.
Yes. What daily sign is about?
I've never related with any of those
Are
things.
you for real?
The only ones I've related to is the ones where they give a characteristic of this star sign. Then I know, okay, they're actually speaking to me here, because this is exactly who I am.
I actually have a very big story to share.
Horoscope and star sign, the different guy.
It's the same thing. Zodiac signs, horoscopes.
Zodiac
the same
sign,
thing.
horoscopes, and the whole star signs. I've got an even bigger story to share, including this whole thing. I'm gonna tell you about it.
Yeah, but so that's where I relate to it. So what I understand and what I feel like is accurate is the characteristics not everything else that they write, Hori, this is how your week is going to be, or this is how on this day you can expect. I read a lot of them for so long. None of them, not even once on a regular day, it related. And I'm still waiting for my millions.
What's your experience with horoscopes?
For me, I agree but disagree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my millions. That is a
For example, I'm Cancerian. Ne? Cancerians are made to seem like a bunch of bitches. That all they just do is cry and feel. Like that's all we are made to. Yes, we can be in touch with our emotions, but I think we don't take shit as well. Like once you fuck that over, then next go away. As much as we feel, we protect those feelings.
Pause.
Well.
What's your star sign?
Pisces.
Ooh, the fish.
Yep.
Well, understand. As much as we are emotional, we protect those emotions. Like if you're not good for my emotions, that what the fuck you want to?
You know, because.
So do you feel like you guys are good with discernment? Discernment. Like, do you feel like you guys are big feelers, and people might make it seem like it's your weakness, but it's actually your strength because you're really quick to feel out anything you feel is not right.
Yeah. So if you're not good for my feelings, I don't fuck with you. Why would I? Because you're not good for me.
And I think you've said that
a couple of times. That's it's even on his Instagram.
That's actually you.
That's why if Karen's not feeling well, I can pick it up. Understand?
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, my circle,
I'm feeling.
at the same time, my circle is very small. Because if we're offside, I don't fuck with you, bro. And Lanka slimy, I'm gonna say, nah, bro, you don't feel right to me.
And that's so weird because all I know, Gachiso, is like the purest heart. And I think also it's very subjective because like it clearly means that everyone is the best for who they want to be the best for.
You know, the crazy part is you and my mom share a star sign. But my mom is the total opposite of you. My mom, she makes jokes for a living. Well, not for a living, but she
Your mom is Cancerian.
Yeah.
Do you see similarities between your mom and Bonang?
Never. Total opposites. Or Bonang.
Because Bonang is Cancerian.
Bonang, she's also...
extroverted, bubbly.
Nah, well, yeah, I think maybe Bonang would be closer to my mom's character.
Because we're looking at the female version of a Cancerian.
My mom, Mfana Kimutwadi joke. You see how I am? I'm a total opposite. My mom, Mfana, when she sees people, she gets on character. She just want to make people
Remember, we
laugh.
actually spent time with her the other day.
Yeah.
She just wants to make people laugh. And that's in her, right?
I'm like that as well. We host. Meaning your feelings matter. So if the best way to make you feel welcome is by...
No, but my mom is very extroverted. You see how you are. Maybe you can channel that energy. My mom is like that, dog.
24/7.
No, but
that's like Bonang.
So what I'm saying is, I'm extroverted to people I'm comfortable with.
She doesn't need to be comfortable.
But listen, the reason your mom is jokey is because she wants to make you feel welcome.
Yeah.
We feelers. We want to make you feel.
The base of it is the same. They are feelers. They want to make you feel comfortable. However, because she's a female, she goes about it differently.
Not female.
He's
moon.
a male.
There's this shit that I don't know how it goes about, but depending which moon you belong to.
Yeah.
So you can, let's say you can have a Pisces moon, or I don't know, King Sagittarian Kappa King.
No, but what I'm saying is...
maybe her moon is different to mine.
It could be, yeah.
It could be that she's also channeling from her moon.
Or maybe she took from the Geminis, because one thing I know about Geminis, they're very extroverted.
Maybe her moon is whatever it relates with the Geminis. So maybe because she can be Cancerian.
Because even the time of the day you born makes provision for a lot of things as well.
So her moon is maybe Gemini, and maybe because her characters might intellect, or they might intertwined, yes. So maybe that could be one of the reasons.
Because also she was born on the 22nd of June, and I think the star sign changes like on the 21st, if I'm not mistaken.
That is so crazy because I'm born on the 23rd of September. Some people say it's Virgo, some people say it's Libra. I'm literally in the same.
Yeah, I think she took a lot more of the Geminis than she took from the Cancer people. But you literally, for me, dog, I've experienced you and I've experienced my mom. You guys are totally opposite. you very, very, very opposite. Or when if Karen is saying Bonang, then it makes sense. My mom's like that.
Because I think he's the male version of a Cancerian. I think, but that's also a different thing.
So just Askiso cut that, Karen. Eh? I'm just looking at this thing. So what they're saying here, like star signs, or they call it the sun signs, represent your ego and motivation. Then they say the moon governs your emotions. So you can belong to a certain star sign or sun, but your moon belongs to something else. Maybe that's why her moon is different. But
because nobody Leo rising, he's Cancerian, but Leo rising.
Maybe what Kylo's saying, maybe not Kylo, because I was born in the afternoon. Maybe she was born at night. It's also in between the different star signs. I don't know.
I'm also gonna share like my experiences, right? With like this is actually so crazy because I tell you guys everything, but I've never told you this. So I think spirituality for me is something I really struggled with for a long time, right? Because especially in Africa, because there's so many belief systems, and you just like, what is right? Because I think more than anything else, it's virtue that helps you choose what should govern you, what feels right to you, basically. Right?
Sure.
So if you're in a house that mama that's what will anchor you. That's what feels right to you. But also if that's what will feel right to you. If you feel like today my Leo rising is that's what will feel right to you, right? And I think for me, which is another conversation that once brought up a long time ago, about being born in between different families with different beliefs. You become very confused as you grow up because you really need that one thing to center yourself and fly with it, right? So I would go Anglican, right? Like low-key Roma, but like Anglican, like you know where they wear those red things, like those Anglican church, and then they have incense at church with charcoal, a server at church. Literally, those kids that are in the altar with the priest wearing those red robes, like I grew up as that kid. And then I had points where now, but they would slaughter as well. And then Barabuali Pudi.
Mamela.
Kopa Pudi respect. Kopa Pudi the blessing.
Kopa Pudi million.
Yes. And Kopa Pudi. Plus now I grew up I was a very difficult to understand child. So the only thing I'd ask the Pudi is, can I stop stressing my parents? But they must understand what I want. You understand? And then when you go home to my mom now is now transitioning into becoming Mzalwa. Now this is evil. This is demons. This is now you like chok.
What's going on? Which
and
one
then
is this one?
The teenager in me fell in love with zodiac signs. That's where I felt like my heart is for a very long time. And I went through a phase where now I'm struggling with religion because I don't know how they come together, how they whatever, right? Until a girl, this is actually such a big story. Until one day on Twitter, I met this girl. She calls herself the Fire Witch. Fire made her. That's who she is. I know she's from there. I just forgot. Texas. I think she's from Texas, Houston, Texas. Not Houston, but Texas. I know she's from Texas. I met her on Twitter and I followed her. We became friends. She's really good at the zodiac sign. So I think that's where my journey and spiritual journey started with her, right? She calls herself a fire witch. And the more I got to know her, I'm like, this girl has the purest aura and everything. Why would she call herself a witch? And she intrigued me so much because she's got I think I'm just genuinely, people can be difficult because I know I'm difficult, but I always check out who you are at the core. So you can be a very chaotic person, but I check how you deal with the big problems. And usually it's the kindness in which you deal with, like the certain decisions you make, but that will always show the essence of your kindness. And that's the thing that I look out for in people, right? And then I would read her tweets, and she likes to post like horoscopes, because it's like fire signs, earth signs, water signs. That's how they're all categorized.
I was about to say, but I just don't want to interrupt you saying. It's like the Avatar. Have you guys watched the cartoons Avatar?
The blue thing.
Yeah.
I've never watched the movie.
So it's like the 4 elements. Even if I check out the song, I have certain beats, but or whatever the case is. Yeah, so it's 4 elements. Water, fire,
music, by the way.
Earth, wind.
Uyinkosi munigeni sihlalo sobukhosi abanye bathi dope tunes my uyingozi.
So what I'm saying is both 4 elements that basically create all of existence. Fire, earth, which is the soil and whatnot. Wind, which is air, and then there's water. But yeah, you can continue.
Yeah. All right, and then she would I was just so interested because she incorporated it with the Bible. I was like, if she reads the Bible, then how is she a witch? And I think that's where my curious mind was triggered. My explorative mind was triggered. I was like, okay, what's going on here? Let me get to know this girl. And she would just come up with these horoscopes. She started them in her own way. And then she opens up a website. She's like, consultations. She literally has an array of offerings, right? Consultation if you want to talk to someone who passed away and know how they're doing on the afterlife. She can do that for you. Do you want to know who you were in your previous life? She'll do that for you. I'll be like, these are life mysteries. And if this girl can give me one of these things and give it to me spot on, she's in Texas, she does not know me. I was like, our consultations are like, $35, $40, you know, which is like, I don't know in our currency how much that is.
Like maybe 4 or 5 grand.
Do you think so?
No, not grand.
Okay, maybe like 600. My bad.
No, $45 in our currency is like times 20. So I'm sure it's like maybe 800 and something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 850. So close to 1K. Yeah. And then she's like to me, I saw those things, right? I was like, and then I push it away, right? And then my mom passes away. And after my mom passes away, she posts something on Twitter, just fresh after the wound of my mother. Fresh. I mean, like 2 days. Fresh. She posts something and she's like, out of nowhere, guys. She posts on her Twitter, and she says, ask me a yes or no question. And just ask me a question that requires a yes or no answer. I will answer you. And Mara, I think it was 2 days after my mom had passed away. And I said, is my mom okay? That's all I want to know. Because she does that for her followers. You know, she's like just, and then she was like, I asked her, is my mom okay? Right? And she's like, she DM'd me. And I'm actually going to read the DM to you guys.
Oh, she DM'd you?
Yeah, she DM'd me the answer. Right? And this is literally, I think it was 2 days, guys, after my mom passed away. 2 days. Right? And then she replied. She replied, so my mom passed away on the 4th of July. I think I replied, it was like 3-4 days, man. 3-4 days after my mom had passed. And then she replied, in my DM, your mom said you need to eat and get some sleep. Mind you, this girl is from where? Texas. Like really, I still have this DM. Guys, this is how my mom interacted. The things and in which she said are things. So this is like a childhood trauma. So growing up, I was the child who would see, I get freaked out. I don't eat, I don't sleep. And my mom has to hold me. Doesn't matter who passed away in the family. If I experience a loss, I don't know how to process it. So my Mama, can I sleep? It doesn't matter at what age I am. Mommy, I need to sleep with you because I see faces, I see figures. I can't process trauma. Yeah. I just couldn't fathom the idea of passing. And then she DM'd, your mom says you need to eat and get some sleep. What was everyone around me saying at that time? You need to eat and sleep. I was not sleeping because I'm traumatized by death. I feel like something's gonna happen. I just get scared. I was not eating. I was not sleeping. And she wrote that how my mom texts. Exactly how my mom texts. And then she says, and then you see, she puts quotation marks.
Yeah.
Of what my mom said.
That comes from my
I miss you, baby. Exactly how my mom speaks. I miss you, baby, but everything happens for a reason. I would never want you to put your life on hold because of me. I want you to live, in bold, just how my mom texted. If you won't do it for me, please do it for yourself. Stop worrying about me, baby. I'm at peace. I'm happier than I've ever been. I'm with my family and loved ones that I've missed so dearly. Things that my mom was saying shortly before she passed.
Sheesh.
You will see me again and you will understand the things that you can't now. I love you and I'll always protect you, my baby. And then...
That time it was supposed to be a yes or no question.
And then I said to her, dude, and she's like, I'm so sorry, but your mother's spirit is, she literally, your mother's spirit is so intense. It instructed me to say this to you. And for me, I was like, wait. Apparently this is demon. So what the hell is going on, right? And I was just like, okay, wait. Now I'm confused. Now I'm like genuinely very confused. And then there was a point where she connected me with my mother. So she sent me like a 15-minute voice note. Right?
Crazy.
Yeah. And she was like, dude, this girl Utsoko Texas. She's like, your mom told me to tell you. And she cried during the voice note. She's like, dude, I obviously don't know this girl. And she's like, oh, nah, your mother's spirit, I understand why it would be so difficult to lose someone like your mother. Because your mother was the type of person that gets into a space and takes care of everybody. And to lose someone like that is such a big thing. But I just want to tell you, I don't know if you would believe me, but your mom is laughing and she's just swinging around everywhere. And she's even like making me laugh right now. And she's like, your mom said, you need to pay attention to the butterflies. I was like, yeah, the butterflies, when they fly around you, start paying attention to when you see a butterfly. And it's usually her trying to show you that, hey, I'm around. She says, your mom has a very wicked sense of humor. And she says, you have an issue with like confidence, especially sometimes you're very strong, but you aren't strong in the moments that you need it most. And she used to give it to you. So she says, you wonder a lot when you should be strong or when you should let go of certain things. So your mom says in situations like that, watch out for the stallion. She tries to make sure that every time. So in an awkward moment where you're feeling like, I don't know what to do, I feel scared. So watch, maybe a Ferrari will pass. Look at the emblem. She always makes sure that those kind of emblems and signs are around to show you. It's just that you don't know what the signs are.
You know what's funny? What did we see today when we were going to buy food?
You hate me. Done. I'm not doing this again.
What I want to ask is, when your mom was still alive, what was she saying about messages? Yeah, like messages from the dead, or did she believe who they can actually communicate the way she communicated?
So, beautiful question, smart question. So my mom was charismatic, to the point where if anything that's to do with like mediumship or medium was to play, she would like change the channel, right? But she was also in a phase in her life where she was just trying to make this work in a godly way as possible, right? Because I won't even lie, my mom, before being thoroughly saved, went through a phase where she almost humbled it was. Almost. She was at the brink of doing it. Because there's this big spirituality thing that she just didn't know how to navigate. And then she found Jesus and she made it work the Jesus way, right? And at that point, I also didn't understand, because I didn't understand what my mom was going through and why she needed it to work in the way in which it did. And then we would have moments where, especially towards the end, Mama Kanalora, the people that she loved the most, and a lot. Right? And she was just, so the thing about my mom is, I'm a last born, so she protected me from a lot. She hid a lot from me. She didn't want me to know a lot. And I think my conscientizing process started after she had passed away. And then on that voice note, she would say things like, oh, and my mom is showing me how you pretend and you wear a mask for everyone else, where in the room, there's no one who's ever been close to your heart, who's ever felt alone, because you know how to solve everyone's problems, but you were never kind to yourself. She showed me how you switch in between personalities, where one day you are the most confident big girl, and then the next you're looking at the mirror intentionally nitpicking your stomach area. It needs to stop. Like, I was just like, only my mother knows this. Oh, and she was like, I can tell you, I can see you looking into a mirror, nitpicking at your thigh and stomach area. Your mom says it needs to stop. And the emotions, I don't know if your mom is saying, oh, and your mom is saying, get off the phone, get off the phone. Your mom says she's been telling you to get off your phone, sleep. And before, the only thing that's going to help you sleep better is reading the Bible. Read. Your mom keeps on saying read. She keeps on telling you to read. And it's not because she's trying to control you, but because that's where you're going to get your peace. At that point, when I got this, I was still not sure about my Christianity journey. I was still zodiac sign girl. I'm just listening. And then she says, read. And she says, everything happens how it should. And you should be very worried. You know, when she hooked me even worse, where she was like to me, and your mom says, the sun, get out of bed. Your mom says you're sleeping too much. You lock yourself in the house, get out. Because nature, she says the world is loud, and the only thing, or the only way she will be able to reach you is through nature and whatever. And I want you to realize that, I don't know, something about flowers. Mama love flowers. And then she was like, she needs you to go out. That's the only way she'll be able to communicate to you in a way that you will understand. And she also wants you to understand that emotions are emotions, and there'll always be an emotion you will attach to, or you can choose to attach to. And at that point, I was also going through a very bad phase, and she said to me, friends. This was before I met you guys. And the prophecy was, you're going to meet friends that are going to change your life. But if you don't open up yourself how you are required to in the journey, you will not find the people that are meant to carry you to where you're supposed to be. And she says, literally, and she says, you will find them. You will find them, and more than anything. And then she said that, but they will find you. But the trick to finding them is, you need to believe that you deserve good things. You need to feel like you deserve the love, because if you don't, you're going to miss them. And she said a big part of your destiny is tied to the love you're going to get from these friends. And when you meet them, you'll know them. The biggest caution sign I have for you is when you walk in a room, and when I got this message, it happened that very same day. She said, when you walk in a room and the room is tense and you feel like people are plotting bad things around you or about you, it's because they are. You were born with a sixth sense that no one else can explain, and it's because it's in the lineage, you know. And at the time, I was also just going through a lot, and she said, and I need you to be weary of your faith. You were born in a bloodline of people that didn't have it all, but the most precious thing they had is faith. It's your story. That's why you go through the things you do, because at the end of your life, you are supposed to be commended for your faith. And you are currently dropping the lineage because you have given up on your faith. We need you to get out. You need to meet these people, and they need to take you to where you need to be. And the last message in it all was, and you're going to have a sit-down interview with someone, and it's going to change your career forever, because what we're seeing is you were meant to be in the spotlight. Everything about you says spotlight. There's this one interview you're going to have that's going to change your entire career. You're supposed to sit. There's a talk show thing you're supposed to do, and it's going to change your life forever.
Which one was it?
I don't.
It's us, Doc.
Yeah, you didn't hesitate. He's like,
no, she said, someone is gonna find you and they're gonna what? That was us. We found her. And I could have not find you like you were lost, but we understand that, yeah, but we found Karen, and when we found Karen's like, fuck. No, you know what? I can gel well with these guys. And she gelled with us from the get-go.
And it doesn't happen. And I think I've said this to you 2 million times. I'm like, it just doesn't.
I understand. On top of that, but you're gonna sit down and present. Guess what she's doing right now? Sitting down, presenting. Well, understand that. Your mom never work a role. I think your mom feels us and understands.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to ask you a question, and please be short on this one.
Yeah,
because you can go on forever. Trust me.
I'm just giving you the full narrative story.
We need to leave and leave you with the show.
Shut.
Yeah.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
So you can ask the question you want to ask, but I'm done. That's just the experience I've had. And for me, that just...
Are you now open to these messages, even if you can meet someone that says, hey, listen, I don't know you from a bar of soap, but I just got this message from your loved one. You will know when I tell the message who it comes from. Are you now open to those things, or you've now decided that you no longer want to be part of it.
You know what, right? And that's tricky for me because I'm going through a phase where my Christianity journey.
Don't forget.
It's a short. Okay. Yes, my Christianity journey is now for me realizing.
And that's the reason why I'm asking.
My Christianity journey is now where I'm realizing that the less power you have, the more you let God to be God. That's where that's what my mom was trying to teach me before she left. And now I get it. When she said, read the word. Now I'm at the point where I realize every time now I feel overwhelmed. At first I would break down but now when I read the word, I feel better. So am I open to, that happening? I'm open to life. And that's how God wants us to be. He wants you to be able to take anything as it comes. And I think one of the most powerful things God gave us is wisdom and discernment. You'll be able to discern what comes from it. Because guys, even today, I have weird phases. People don't believe me. I used to post it on Facebook where I would be with you guys right now, read out of nowhere. And when I check my phone, it just changes to my brother's name. Location just changes to my brother's name, and I'd be like, that's your brother trying to and now you leave me the hell alone. I'm open to life, but I choose to make decisions that are Christ-based because I've realized that the less power I have, the more I let God be God.
Question that I'm gonna pose now. I told you I'll be
short.
Question that I'm gonna pose now. It look who LSG ne? Then we will just switch it up amongst each other ne? So I keep it with Pisces again.
Sure.
Sure. He really is. Without the water, he's very moody. Very moody.
So basically, a summary of Pisces, it says Pisces personality is sensitive. Pisces is always envisioning, searching, and wondering about what's beyond the material world. But they can be a little gullible and prone to people pleasing.
People pleasing.
Before we araba question A, while we digest that. Ma'am, so do you think LSG embodies what they're saying in a summary of a Pisces?
Are you asking generally us as people that experience him?
Yeah. No, asking you.
Yes, I do. The only part that I think Lesogo's only prone to people please if he loves you. Because one of his weaknesses is that if he loves you, he tends to curate life to be as comfortable for you. Because once he sees your weaknesses, then he's highly likely to try and please you because he understands where you're coming from and he doesn't want you to feel any other way. But everything else, he's a person who's...
So, you see, when it comes to relationship, they say Pisces, they prefer when someone takes the lead. They are open to possibilities and willing to experience in relationship and sex. Is that the case with you, LSG?
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Hey!
Karen, what the hell is going on, dog?
Sorry.
Is it okay? Yeah.
Yes,
it's on. So you're asking me now?
No one else knows about those.
Ah, my boy. Unless, we have a surprise guest. It's LSG's girlfriend. Exactly.
So when it comes to relationships, right? I think that's where it misses when it comes to describing me, because most of the time it will say, Hori, I'm the weak one in a relationship.
Okay.
Or one. Meaning, Hori, like it's saying, Hori,
other people must take the
I need to be led on, right? That time I don't want to be led on. I want to fucking lead, my nigga. And also, it paints me as an emotional one in the relationship.
Sure.
Half the time, in fact, maybe 90% of the time, I'm the logical one. Because I don't work with emotions, because that's how you get hurt. And my guard is it's here. Ne?
Sure.
And sometimes, half the time, I understand, Jorge, I'm supposed to be emotional. Most of the things that it would describe about me, they're very true. But when it comes to relationships and being led on, and because even if you can compare the signs, Pisces with any other sign, it will say, Jorge, this one is going to overpower you. This one is going to do this to you. This one is going to abuse you. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck?
Maybe your moon is singing something else.
Maybe the other things I can relate to them, but because I need to differ in character,
Sure.
I can't be relating to everything. Maybe that's why I don't relate to it.
So yeah, it's talking about like friendship and money and career wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying Pisces are natural born creatives.
Ah.
They're also often the sensitive ones at the office, who can go to invent. You know, so Barry, you're the sensitive ones at the office who you can go to invent. And
always a snitch. Everything I tell him in confidence, on paisa. Oh, don't vent to Lesego. Lesego is a snitch. Yes.
And they also say Pisces also make natural healers and teachers and will thrive at anything involving astrology, art, and music therapy, counseling, dancing, and education.
Mamela dog. Done. That's one.
Done.
That one is it.
Done.
100 out of 100.
We don't even need to argue.
Creative, music, art, everything. That one,
Done.
dog.
Like we don't even...
That one is me. That one is me. And I'm very intuitive. Like, I by the way, I don't know if you know this already, but I think Kahiso does. I don't believe in God. I believe I'm a God. So half the time I'm following what I'm feeling. And the reason why I don't believe in God is because I've prayed before and I've had things happen to me before. That's a story for another day. So, and I've had a lot of things that were bad to me that I felt like I didn't deserve these things to happen to me. But life is just life. Maybe I didn't understand at the time that everyone is going through shit, right? But what I do believe is that I believe in hard work. You know, when people pray for things, or I pray for a job, I believe I need to go and make a job for myself. I believe if I want $1 million, I can't want $1 million and be still having a 9 to 5. I need to do something to have that $1 million. Maybe if there's a luck that's going to give me that $1 million, it needs to find me while working towards it. So I believe most of the time I move with what I'm feeling. If this thing feels right, then I'm doing it. If it doesn't feel right, then I'm not doing it. And I get a lot of signs. Maybe this goes towards the numerology type of thing. I get a lot of signs half the time, or each and every single day. I will see the signs because I've once searched about the 11-11 thing, right? And the definition that I found is that that's like a confirmation that you're on the right path. Whatever that you're doing, it's actually the confirmation of you on the right path. So every time I get or I see that 11-11 thing, then I know, okay, the intuition that is taking me to wherever that's where it's taking me, it means I'm in the right thingy. Or one. Currently, I'm not in speaking terms with God. So that's how I move. So I'm very intuitive too. If right now I can feel like best believe because something tells me if I feel like that interview that I have tomorrow is going to be a piece of shit of a job, I'm not going to that shit. Even if they can offer me 100 million, 100 million from that piece of shit job. Karen, why are you laughing?
What the hell are you saying? As in, and also, if I feel like it's a piece of shit job, I need like 100 million. 100 million. 100 million.
My nigga.
I'm just saying, like, you're special. You said you're Cancerian, right?
Yeah, very special.
We jump to me, right?
There's more.
No. There's not more towards you per se, no?
Oh, they are Karen.
We're gonna jump to G.
Okay.
Right?
Gemini.
Because I think in essence, Karen has spoken a mouthful of what comes to her. I think we'll end with her as to what happens. Because as a last born,
Sure.
So
sure.
Wow! Hectic
Karen, ne?
Hectic 99.
So I guess G is born 16 June, ne? So he's a Gemini.
Freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, mama, prepare for the...
So I'm trying to find like a summary for Geminis. Carrie, please help me look, ma'am. Pop out your phone, help me look.
The one that I opened there, did you see it?
Shit, let me pop it up.
It's supposed to be there. It categorizes them like the ones that you were categorizing.
So what it's saying, Gachi, Gemini, it just says element is air, ruling planet is Mercury, and traits is that they're adaptable, outgoing, intelligent, curious, talkative, indecisive, and inconsistent.
Indecisive! Don't buy food with Khwiti. You will want to die. Definitely the king of indecisiveness. Huh? Khwiti utla ulola. Chari.
And talkative, Buffett.
Very talkative.
How Romela voice note too? What's our one question? Dude, are we going out Saturday? Romela voice note 7 minutes. I don't know if you guys get that from me, Mari. A question that should take 10 seconds or less.
And then after he said, I don't know if you get me or if I should explain more. Like, nigga, no. I got you. There's also another one here that says, they are playful and intellectually very curious, which is very pretty. Geminis are constantly juggling a variety of passions, hobbies, careers, and friend groups. This is Khwiti. I feel like Khwiti is like, he knows how to, and I've said this to him, he does it so well. He knows how to adapt to give the best of. If you need a lover, Khwiti will give you a lover. If you need a brother, Khwiti will. He's like a well-trained soldier, and that's what he likes to call himself as well. I really think this is Khwiti. And then also says, they're also social butterflies. Guys, Khwiti is a social butterfly. Absolutely.
That one is too accurate.
You know,
quick-witted twins, and they can talk to anyone about anything. You find them buzzing in between happy hours, dinner parties, and dance floor. Khwiti wrote this.
Let's not go too far. The first day we met, Khwiti Narek, my podcasting.
No, man, can't fail, man.
When we were sending off a teammate because she resigned and went to a different company. Khwiti was lit. Khwiti nabula seke. We know Khwiti can move, but Khwiti nabula seke. The next day, go spanning, or the next week, go spanning. But Khwiti, you're in a different. You're in the wrong job, my man. You should be a club owner or something to do with clubs. Because Khwiti made sure everyone was just sitting and chilling. But I tell you, after 2 hours, people were just up and dancing. And
Khwiti set the mood.
Yeah.
No, Khwiti is that guy. Khwiti, yeah.
That guy is
that
very
Gemini.
out.
If that's Gemini energy, then absolutely, I agree.
You see, when it comes to Gemini, I've dealt with Geminis for so long in my life, right? I've probably dated Geminis only in my life. I don't know why.
Wow.
That's very weird.
Why do you mean it's weird?
That's
okay.
weird, dog. Why am I always getting attracted to them? But anyway.
Is your mom a Gemini?
No, it's Cancer. Dog, you
said she falls into 2.
No, she falls under Cancer, but she's got very Gemini traits.
Now you wonder why you're attracted to Geminis? A man is always looking for his mom in women. Okay, sorry. It's fine.
What did I want to say?
I could say you've only dated Geminis and
Yes, I've dealt with Geminis for so long in my life. Dog, I think when I look at the characteristics of Geminis and I look at Khwiti and the people that I've dealt with, Khwiti is the most Gemini that I've ever met. That time I've dealt with so many of them.
But he's a Gemini.
Yeah, he's so Gemini.
He's a Gemini major.
He's the major one. He's definitely the major one.
What?
Which one do we have now, my nigga?
Cancerians.
No. Oh, we're skipping to me now.
Yes.
All right. Now I'm Cancerian, Buffett. Let's hear about this.
Cancerians are like the cutest.
I don't like Cancerians. They make them seem like bitches. So Cancerians, it says the element is water, ruling planet is the moon, and traits emotional, nurturing, protective, intuitive, moody, sensitive, and loyal.
My nigga, you and I almost have the same thing. But the accurate things there, nurturing, very, about you.
Very.
Now
you're making him sound like a wimp. Now he's a man. He's going to make you starve for character.
Now it means he's going to take care of you, actually. Very nurturing.
Now you're going to starve. I'm more fight the pink. Not here to play.
What else did it say? Moody.
It says, let me start them again. Emotional, nurturing, protective, intuitive, moody, sensitive, and loyal.
Maybe sensitive. Moody and emotional. Maybe Khanyan.
Can I just say this?
Yes.
The people that are closest to my heart, weirdly, people I'm really, really close with are all Cancerian. This is all true. Because I see that in him. I see that in my people that I will mention.
I'm bitchy, man.
No, like the moody, the emotion. Like you are intuitive.
I'm grown, man. I'm grown.
No, that's fine. You keep on going. But look, I see the common traits. Absolutely. That's all I'm going to say. Because I'm very close with Cancerians. And I don't know why, but anyone who I meet who's Cancerian, Cancerians love me. Cancerians love to love me. I don't know why. And those traits are true about all of them. Because I'm not even using him as a measurement, but I see
others.
I see it as a dominant trait, yeah. And what I also saw here is that, if I may,
you may.
they are nurturing, loyal. They really are.
Yeah,
and they are very protective of their loved ones. If you want a Cancerian person to hate you, touch people they love, or put them in danger, or disrespect them, they will hate you. Don't touch people they are not problematic, but don't touch people they love. Listen, I mean, don't even make a silly joke. They take it very personally, right? And while they are very reserved, majority of them, they might be extroverted, but inside they are just that thing, and they stand on a foundation of strength. So even though, for example, they might, like, there's a person, and I've seen this in so many Cancerian people, they want you to be comfortable. I don't know if, do you know what I mean? So now talking, calculated. Fast, quick, and make it sit down now. Not even tomorrow. Make it now. You know what I mean? That's exactly what they are. So even though they are like out there, but they're reserved, and the thing about them is strength. There's nothing they do that you can't see it being done on a foundation of strength. They are very strong, and you can tell with what they carry, and they aren't afraid to act when they feel it's necessary. I think also for me, I've experienced that the Cancerian person in the room is always the one who's willing to have that uncomfortable conversation and start it first. They are the one person in the room that are willing to be the bad person just to get the right thing to be done. I'm going to make an example of Kagiso. When we shot that episode where I was just like really trying to be mellow, he's like, just fuck it. It was fucking whack. Karen is dimming a light for all of you guys. Fuck. Like, he's just like, I love you guys, but I'm going to be the one to bite the bullet, and I'm going to tell you the truth. And that's a common thing that I've seen with all the Cancerian people that I'm close with. They are able to just take the emotion aside and be the one who you will trust. That's why if a Cancerian person, if you get I think that's why I love them. It's because they are built on a foundation of truth. Because they are the type of person, the truth, even if they didn't want to, they will tell you the truth, even if they didn't want to, right? And the symbol of the crab, which is like the Cancerian, it has a symbol of a crab. Mm-hmm. So offers a key to understanding curses, preternatural ability to know things without knowing how they know them. So they don't need to know you for 10 years. They're very fast at adapting. They're good at, they're very good at summary. It's like, whoa. Yeah.
So they can see beyond.
Yeah, they're very quick with the...
One thing I can say about Cancerians, that's why I don't like being one. They make us like weak bitches. Although it's true. Because all those traits...
I like how he dispels it. But it's true.
No, all those traits are true. Well, when it comes to me, they are true, right? But I think as much as it is a weakness, it's a strength.
Yes, that's what so I've never seen a Cancerian person with these. Cancerians are a lot of things, but they're not walkovers. So trust me.
Because we're emotional, we can read the room. If I'm not like somewhere, I'm not gonna stay. Fuck it, I'm gonna go. I never keep out with foster who doesn't like you're not blending well with my emotional, my sensitive, and my what partner. But the loyalty's there. But only if you reciprocate. I'm not going to now go and die for someone who won't even lift
a teaspoon
for me.
Or a feather.
Well, I understand. So a lot of things, although they're emotionally based, that depends on you as well. If you don't fuck with me, fuck it. I'm not going to fuck with you.
Makes sense.
Understand?
Fuck them.
Well, I speak exactly who. If you, I can say, Tatri LSG 1 year, and the LSG are over. Without even asking questions, what were you doing at that time? Are over. Just know, whenever LSG calls, I don't even ask questions. Get out. But I weigh my options. If LSG is acting sus, fuck it, I'm out there. Well, that's how I am.
Yeah, you're realistic.
Well, I understand. So, we're going to jump to you, ma'am. We're going to jump to you, Miss Libra. Element.
La 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 la.
Planet, you are Venus. And your trait, diplomatic, charming, fair-minded, indecisive, self-indulgent. What? Self-indulgent.
Okay, makes sense. Yes.
Idealistic. I think those embody you, man.
Yeah. Yeah, those definitely
When I
are
look
her.
at it, indecisive. There was a time, week before last, years. Karen ended up getting so pissed off that fuck it, swipe. We don't care what you're ordering, swipe, because we weren't getting to a conclusion. And then we knew that we're not getting to a conclusion, and we were like, fuck it, let's just. So I think, yeah, indecisive you are, charming very much so.
Yeah, plus she can get into also characters of being charming.
So by charming also, you know when we are awkward. We were very awkward, and you would get into us and you're like, don't worry, I've got you guys. I'll handle everything. And you ask her questions to get out of our shells, and you're like, oh, LSG, oh, that beanie is so nice to you. Hoity, oh, you smell so nice. Just to kill the awkwardness and for us to come out of our shells, né?
Yeah.
And social are very much so. I don't know about the fair-minded, but social.
Imagine.
Yeah, that one is a bit far-fetched.
And I'm like, you fair-minded. A prime example, Karen today had 3 engagements she had to be in.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So last week, it was the whole Durban July shebang she had to attend and all that shit. She couldn't, like, she's a busy woman. But she's like, guys, I can't make it today, but I have to make it. Because I wasn't there last week. So Karen can read in between the lines. You know what? I can substitute 1, 2, 3 because I can't let you guys down the second time. Blah blah blah. So fair-minded you are, ma'am. I was just pulling.
Yeah.
I was just pulling your leg.
Sorry.
Self-indulgent.
Indulgent.
Oh man.
Self-indulgent.
What does that one mean, though?
Hey, let's give us a whole party.
Self-indulgent.
Full of herself.
Let's do that. Actually.
I think you're aware of yourself. That's what I think it means.
Let me see if it means what I think it means. Characterized by doing or tending to do exactly what one wants, especially when that involves pleasure or idleness. Yeah, like what happened at Bullets last week when we were like, we're buying this, and you're like, Karen, imagine I was like, shut up. Shh. Like, if I want to do it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, you don't overthink it.
Like, if it feels right, I'm going to do it. Like, 100%. Absolutely. Like, I'm one person. Other people think I'm impulsive, but I'm not. No. The thing is with me, if it feels right, I'm very.
That's what I'm trying to understand there. Because it will feel like you're disobeying him. Can't you know?
And that's the problem that I have. It's just if it feels right. Because in as much as I'm a very free of by nature person. But
you know what happened now? Hoyte was sitting behind. Hoyte's like, oh fuck. BNG Kimkana. Shit. We could be buying a bottle. Then LSG feels like, bruh, you know how much Karen swiped? I was like, fuck, bruh, I'm pissed. I could have bought 4 bottles.
I really say, yeah,
you are him.
You are him.
Not even. But I think it's just, there's a love for, I'm very, and in every way possible, I think I'm a person who, my free-spiritedness comes from being fair-minded. Because I think things through so well, it's only when I'm sure, then I'm careless. That's one. And just because when you see the extent of how careless I am, you neglect the fact that I'm not like that in everything else. So the thing is, when I am trusting, I am so it's because ke go vetile mal, ka go studisha mal, ka nagana your possibilities on your mal. So when I'm just like, there's nothing you will do that will shock me. But it's just me deciding to say to myself, you're worth the risk. And once I say to myself, you're worth the risk, you will think, this girl is crazy. Nah, you've passed my security check. Because even I saw another summary here that says, Libras are obsessed with symmetry and strive to create equilibrium in all their areas of life. The air signs are aesthetes, and they are ruled by Venus, the planet that governs love, beauty, and money. Libras adore high art, intellectualism, and connoisseurship.
That one is.
Yeah.
We don't even know.
I think anything has to do.
We don't even know.
You know, let me tell you something about being me. That comes. I love the finer things in life.
No, trust me, you do.
I love the finer things in life, and
the first time Ariana honey tap water, she only drinks Voss. What was that other water you talking about, Karen?
was it not?
Starts with a P, not peanut.
Yeah, Pinnacle. No, it's not
Pinnacle is like wine. So
it's a. Oh, shuck. Go on, leave it. And I today. It's because I'm a boss baby now.
then before you came, and it's just like, yo, dog, we must get this, we must get that, we must get this. Just because Karen likes finer things in life.
And I really
the shit out of us, man.
And you see this thing out, connoisseurship. It's like someone who knows art or has a specific thing that they're so good at, and they're good at it at a very high level. They're skilled at it at a high level. Something about Libras is they have to be so good at that one thing. They don't develop. They will be known for that one thing. And when they do that one thing, they will be known as a god for it. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of...
To add on what he's saying, right? To add on one of the characteristics thingy. Yes, you might be the person that likes the finer things. To what you said, if you really like someone, you're willing to compromise.
Listen,
you might say, that's my preference, but because I like you so much,
kill me.
I'm willing to lower.
Listen, the cheat code is once you are in the heart. Papsaki imunati, and it's very classy. Papsaki is very amazing.
So what?
Because
So what?
Yeah.
You guys,
and you probably wouldn't accept it for anyone else.
So what do you guys think about compatibility when it comes to certain star signs? You know, they're saying, let's say, for example, Aries are compatible with Geminis and Aquarius.
That one I can't even tell much because yes,
when it's only Aries, ne?
Me?
No, Pisces. It's Pisces.
What the fuck is a Pisces here?
Give fish. Hey,
dog, they always say I'm compatible with Cancerians, by the way. I know this
I've always known y'all niggas gay. Been saying this little lovey-dovey shit. Shooting password behind our back. I've been you.
But what about Pisces are compatible with a Taurus and a Capricorn?
Really? You see, these niggas are lying. I've always known who they say it's Cancerians. Or Geminis. No, but yeah, I think they also mention Geminis. And they say, I'm overpowered by Geminis. Yeah, they always tell me what to do.
And you love them. Ain't that weird, my nigga?
Look from mom into.
You know, let's say, my friend.
Should we do life path thingy quickly, or do you not have time?
We don't have time. But I think, because it's quite in depth, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we can adjourn it for now. Then
we
when
need a
we
part
come
two.
back, a part two
will
pop in. And at least when a part two comes in, G will be in.
Hopefully.
I'd love to hear his 2 cents.
This rude bastard. Did he not just say hopefully? Lolwane tlomulole. Fast.
I'd love to hear his two cents.
cents.
Maybe he has a different history with us where he can say, fuck it, you're not sensitive, bitch.
Kuri, yo. I don't know.
I was about to say he's going to overthink it, over deliver, over everything.
You know what? What I think is that I love you, Chrissy. Sorry.
Come and lola him. Come and lola her. Please.
Yeah. And to think about that, you're right. Shut up, dick skin. Ukila wabona how uyeta nto. You know how it's nto. And you think, sorry, pardon me there.
Yeah, Quincy.
Well thought out, well composed. That guy, through and through, every day and every other.
He's an overthink of note.
A professional,
Overthinker.
well-trained.
overthink.
I think that's why life is going the way it is. Because I really feel like
But with me, I overthink things. I am an overthinker too, but I overthink things way before I'm going to engage in them.
Then
right?
when you do, you just
Meaning,
do.
by the time I have to do it, I'm just doing it.
But is he not saying what I just said? I said to you, get credit veta. And once you pass it, I'm stress because when I'm in my space,
yes, that
I'm
makes
thinking,
sense.
Out of all things in Chakawaloy.
Nagana fe. Lesego maraboloi ba gageng ka re bonna ka giso. Ka giso ka re tang khama ka yona, mara nka re ke tla ikgo.
Ah, yeah.
Boloi.
Vali show. Bye, Vali show.
All right, guys. Look, it's been a great episode. Look out for part 2. They like taking things out of context. There's nothing I can do about it. The only thing I'm gonna say: same time, same place next week, and we are out of here.
But Karen.